Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream video. Is it a live stream video or is it just a live stream? It's definitely video and it's definitely being live stream. It's a live stream video. Let's see some bananas in chat. You'll have to excuse me today, my voice is a bit rusty. Oh, I need to clear it over and over again. There we go, bananas in chat. Thank you so much, people, for letting me know. Yeah, we're gonna do some things today. Let's have a look. Right, so there's achievements on Steam. I'm looking at the achievements thing, and there's something called Flat Pack Factory. Solve training route 1 with a solution that's only one block tall. Training routine 1. This has to be one block tall. So we're going to start off with an achievement. Anyway, today's pre-stream song, by the way, was Duran Duran, Ordinary World. That was... I have a record from my childhood. Now that's what I call music, 1993. Show my age a little bit. And on there's this song that goes, and the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. And I thought it was that song, but then I went and put it on. I was like, no, this is a different song. And I can't find the song about the cat in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. If anyone knows who made that song, I can't help but feel the name Joe comes to mind, but if anyone knows who made that song, let me know in chat. And yeah, let's jump in and do this. So we're not going to load solution 1, we're going to load up our own solution. So it has to be one block tall, which I think is probably not that difficult. Let's what's what? That one wants to go. I think I almost did this once when I was playing this game for the first time. You just have to go all the way around the outside, I reckon. Jam Ramos says, "Oh my god, I love that song." Mary says, "I know it." Yeah, who can tell me that? Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. Interesting. Okay, thank you. The name Joe came to mind. Oh, it's because I keep walking in front of it. But there we go. I'm going to go look that one up and listen to it later. It might even be on my CD. I was pretty sure it was on that CD. And yeah, then I was listening to the Duran Duran one and I was like, oh, I like this song. Cool. Alright, so we've done the first bit. Now, that one, this one, okay, yeah, this is actually... Or is it? That one needs to go there. Sorry, to the far side. John Art says Ugly Joe. Oh, apparently there's a cover version. Okay. Oh, Ugly Kid Joe. Right, that's the one who I'm going to go listen to both of those, of course, now. Of course. It just like occurred to me that this is really easy, and that I'm thinking in the within the confines of the platform. So this is actually quite easy to do, I do believe. We go in this direction, then we turn here, we go forward, and then here we go around. Now I hope that that's correct and that I don't find out that this is actually wrong. Alright, so we go, let's fly. Yes, excellent, okay. Excellent! Eggs! Okay, and then you go straight across, don't you? Bam. Right, let's do that then. Apparently I goofed up somewhere here. Now where did I mess up? That one. Oh, no. Bam. No, still somewhere else I messed up. I see it, that one. Okay, so 2 of those were just the wrong way around. I love that sound as well. There we go. Hello, Autumn, by the way. Hello to everyone in chat. There's lots of you here. Toby Bennett, welcome back. Kronata says Ugly Kid Joe's more often heard, but the original by Chapin. There we go. Cool. So, did I get an achievement? I wasn't looking at the screen. It might have popped up. I was looking at chat. Let's continue to barracks. So, did I get that achievement? No. Solve training routine 1 with a solution that is only one block tall. And I didn't get it. Is my solution not one block tall? Because there's this up here. What's the thing called again? Let's have a look. It's called Training Routine 1. Is that what we're playing? Training Routine 1. Interesting. Bananas in chat from Mumbles. Welcome, buddy. Alright. I don't know then. Why did I not get that achievement? Here's another one for Training Route 1. Solve Training Route 1 with a footprint of 50 or less. So let's go back in there and try a third solution. 50, I think a footprint is the amount of blocks that you use. So 50 blocks or less. Now the quickest way to get that one over there would be to, I think, just build a path that goes straight across here. Now, because these work in single blocks, I don't think we can really do too much in the way of reducing this other than the most direct route. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll keep count. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then down there, 15, 18. So 18 in total. Kildor says, donation bar broken. It shouldn't be because we haven't had any today. Let's have a look. Oh, apparently it's doing something. Okay, let's try and fix that. I don't know. I never know what to do with it anymore. It's always broken in some way or another. Footprint is the space you use as seen from above. When the factory is running, you can press P to see it. Cool, thank you very much. P. Aha. Right, that's a little bit different from what I thought it was. We can see our footprint is 34 at the moment. Okay, yeah, we know that's wrong. It's cool. So why did some of those other blocks end up on that track? I wasn't really paying attention. This one here needs to go across from the other side. So if we put some of our tracks like underneath, does that mean they're going to be hidden of sorts? Like footprint isn't going to be bigger because of this one. So footprint is now... Did it sort of just change because it's 30 now? I'm not sure if I fully understand that. Either way, does this make the footprint smaller? I think that's the idea. Then we'll simply... Oh, no, not there. We'll go one further out. And we've got a noise in my ear over here. We'll read that in a second. I just want to see if we done did this. If we done diddly did this. Our footprint is 43. Yeah, 44. It goes up a little bit. That's weird. Right, so that's under 50. Yes, sorry, noise in my ear. Pony Butts has donated here saying, silly words, dancing phalanges. Also, I really liked the music you used for your pre-stream yesterday, but I couldn't find it anywhere to buy. I decided to just donate and use another method for getting it. Hope that's okay. That's absolutely fine, Pony Butts. My music is free because there is no copyright claim on it or anything like that. However, do not use it anywhere commercially because it's not licensed. But yeah, Soulside Eclipse on YouTube. That's where you want to go look for. That's where you can download it all and listen to it on YouTube. So there you go. and thank you. I hope you have a good time with today's stream. So our footprint score was 46, previously 54. If I tab to my Steam achievements, I haven't got this one either. Or are these the ones that I've already got? Because it looks like they're greyed out. I haven't got these and I'm not getting them. Yeah, these are definitely the ones that I haven't got that I'm looking at. That's really disappointing actually, because I really wanted to unlock some of these. I guess they're saved, so we know we've done the challenge, and then for whatever reason we're not getting them, maybe we'll get it later. So there's one here called Optimization. Solve Training Route 5 in 85 cycles or less. Let's go have a look at Training Route 5. We will continue to the barracks. Training routine. Was it route or routine? Let's have a look at the previous solution. This one, I wouldn't mind just changing this. I'm not too fussed about preserving these. So let's go check Steam again. It said 85 or less cycles. Now, let's have a look at our cycles and then speed this up. Man, I remember spending ages trying to fix this one because I knew so little. Right, so we've gone well over 85 cycles. Now, if we change the input rate, this might break it, but do the cycles score... We definitely broke it. I think we just did it with less. Cycle score, 71. So that technically worked, which is hilarious, and I didn't get the achievement, so it's not very satisfying doing that and not getting the achievements, is it? Let's go back to the barracks then. Well, that's disappointing. To let you know, there are some other achievements like footprint scores, cycle scores. Let's have a look. There are a few different ones as well, I thought. Solve 5 puzzles from the Steam Workshop. And there's a hidden achievement. Actually, it was mainly just doing that. There's a few other, like throw a lemming party, save a whale from an unfortunate end, solve any puzzle in over 10,000 cycles. That's called subversive engineering. I think you just have to fill up the entire level with rubbish to do that one. So no achievement hunting today then. I guess we'll go over to the Resistance campaign and we'll start work on this anti-javelin battery. And I've already got a solution here that is unfinished. Yes, this is it right here. I think I'll want to undo everything I've already... Actually, no, maybe we'll leave it there. Holt Jer says, this is not what I expected from this live stream. Was it? Did you see my YouTube announcement video? Because it said I would be playing Infinifactory, so that's what we're doing. Alright, let's have a look. So we've got to create that thing over there. And what I think I'll do this time is figure out our cycle, like the rate at which we need these bits. So we need 9 of those blocks on the bottom, 1 of those blocks, and like 6 of those. So 6, 9 and 1. Now do we get any other types of blocks? You see we get 2 here that we destroy, we don't need. And we also don't need these things at the back. So we get 2 of our 3 every time it comes through. I think we have to destroy like most of this thing. So although, let's say 3 of these come through, although we're going to get 6 of those, we're going to get like more than the 1 that we need of this. So we need to devise a system to destroy everything sort of based on what comes through. It's going to be quite tricky. X say, I like turtles with the funniest voice you can. You get a banana for it. Okay. Well, I just said I like turtles, and that was definitely the funniest voice that I can do, so I'm owed a banana. There's no way I could do a funnier voice than that. Just a friendly reminder, you totally need to play some City Skylines here again soon. Yes, RSTMPC, I would love to. I don't know. I get the itch from time to time. I just need to fire it up and give it a go again at some point. But that might take a while. So let's have a look at what we came up with before, because I think I found a way to separate that and send it off on its own. That's a good thing, but we destroy one of those things on the side. Now, here's another thought. In order to detach 6 of these, we have to destroy that block every time on both sides. And that's the block that we need down the bottom. Has anyone in chat played this level? Because I hate this idea of having this thing come through and being horrendously inefficient with it. Because at the moment what we need to do is create 4 of these, put them onto, or at least 3 of them need to go to a different place. And the 4th one... Do you know, I'm answering my own questions now. 3 of them need to go to a different place. We need a counter. Right, let's start making something happen. Janks says, I have done that level. Awesome, Janks. Please feel free to drop a couple of hints. Nothing too crazy. I don't like to be told, although this isn't a game where you can tell someone how to do it with chat. I've still got to build a massive contraption, but it'd be nice to know if you think I'm on the right path or not. So we're going to count. I'm going to have to get rid of this, even though it's nicely set up. We're going to have to count them as they come through, and we will bring them out on this track. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 in total, which means we can have a gap of 3. So that will bring it out. Let's have another one over here. So we need to count and then push off to the side. That sounds about right. Where are we going to count and where are we going to push? Probably the best place to push would be here. So when this thing comes out, it's 5 blocks along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we count it here, that's when I want to push it. So we'll put our counter here. This thing is going to count how many times? 3, and then it's going to push. It needs to push the next one though before that counts again, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So piston goes here, and then this thing will end up on that track. So let's give it a whirl. Oh, okay. No, it didn't. Let's try it with that there. Yep. No. Does it count every single block that goes through? Let's have a look. It does, doesn't it? Boom, boom. Right. So I don't think I can count as high as I want to with this. If we counted at that level there, it would only ever be 1. So now what we're going to do is put that there. Put it up to the same amount as above, and then we'll just put the piston directly above like that. Okay, try again. 1, 2, 3. Right, but the third one got knocked off. I think that's my fault. That needs to be set 1 higher. Okay, so now we give it a whirl. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Right, so that's right. We've done a big bit right there. That's an important thing. Creeper Clause says it counts block, not entities. Yes, individual blocks, not a collective thing. Yeah, that's right. X just came in. What you making? We're making a solution. If you haven't seen this game before, you create solutions to a problem. It's like sandbox puzzle solving. It's absolutely brilliant. This is, every time I play this game, I'm just thinking this game is so amazing. What level is this, says Ian Pep? It is the level called Anti-Javelin Battery, I do believe. Yes, that's what it's called. Okay. So we sort of already invented the contraption that we need for the next bit, funny enough. What I want to know next is how many of these blocks can we salvage? There might just be a 3 by 3 little bit of it somewhere. Let's bring one of these out. So if we destroyed everything on the back of it, there would be a 4 wide by 2, and there's also 2 blocks in front of it. So if we could just salvage 1 block from somewhere else, we could reunite it. So I think that's going to have to be done on oh man, this is really tricky stuff. Okay, so how about this? Rather than when we salvage these bits at the top and destroy these, we're also going to collect a strip of 3 blocks from each one of them, and then together they weld to create the platform at the bottom. So then all we need to do with this other one is salvage the individual block, and everything else has to be destroyed. So when it comes this way, we literally want to tear it through a wall of eviscerators, which is going to be most efficient if we use a lifter. X, someone pointed out that if you need the blocks on the X on the long things on the top, that you need, oh, the block with the X on the long thing at the top. If we're talking about that one, I'm very aware that we need that. Otherwise, all the blocks, I don't think I've missed anything. Yeah, but you'd have to detach the gun swivel block thing still. If we're on about this, right, we can salvage these. When we split 3 of these up, we're going to salvage 2 sets of guns and a strip of 3 blocks in a row. That gives us everything we need from the top and bottom. Then when we push off to this side, we destroy everything but a single block, and then with the process of 4 of these coming through, we create one of those. So the question now is, let's actually just, you know, jump into this. We don't need to discuss it too much. The question is, how do we make what I'm about to do a little bit more efficient? We'll start doing it the sort of pants way. Right, so where do you get pushed off is what I want to know. There, okay, excellent. So if I put that there, that's going to indicate to me that's the bit that we keep. Also, there need to be one block back, so we're going to have eviscerators on either side, like this, and that thing is 3 blocks tall. So what you're looking at right here isn't efficient. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, that made me jump. I don't know why that made me jump. Right, so we get a little bit closer to solving the problem, if you see what's going on there. We could also have an eviscerator here. Maybe we'll come back to that problem at a later date, because that seems like an unhealthy amount of eviscerators. Oh, I can't believe that made me jump. X, you only need 3 ships. The X blocks just stays connected to the gun. Ooh, very good suggestion, actually. Yeah, yeah. It does appear to stay connected, so we can do it a little bit better. I kind of like the way we were going to do it, but yeah, you're right. So we count 2, and then we send 1 to be disassembled slightly differently. Okay, well that's taking all of that back, I guess. Let's change the counter then, so we only have that many. Alright, so we kind of sussed out the next bit already, but I need to do it again. I reckon... This might seem a little bit strange, but I reckon a wall of eviscerators might be the way to do this bit, so I don't know if we'll keep it where I'm going to build it now, but we'll have eviscerators and more eviscerators. Right, you see what I see? And then a track here and a track there. No. That didn't work because we need to have that there, not there. Right, so that's that bit done. Let's see it in action. Right, and then that one goes out this way. Now, I've made a major mistake here because we still need to keep those 3 strips from the bottom. Oh man, endless back and forth with this game, isn't it? Endless back and forth. I reckon though, these eviscerators are still useful. Let's just leave them on the outside. And I want to leave them at that height as well. Now let's say we were to run... Oh. Say we were to run them through here. Right, so that looks healthy. Okay, now we get... Yeah, we can turn that bit in the middle into that 3x3, no problem. And then that one gets pushed out like that. So, how are we going to deal with this next bit? I'm just wondering if... I think we can run it into another wall of eviscerators, to be fair. And just keep one of the guns. That's another point. Only one of them needs to be like that. Creeper Claws says keep the bottom of the base of the gun. Yes, the problem is the bottom is only 2 across. It leaves you with a gap of 1. So if we take this, we can shave it down to a strip of 3 and then connect 3 threes together. And that's how we're going to do that. Silent Crime says, alright, just wanted to stop by and say hello. Gotta get back to work. Have fun, Asuma. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Silent Crimes. I hope you have a good time at work and a good weekend too. Let's do this thing. I think what we should do is put another eviscerator in here and make it face forward. Because now we get our strip of 4. Now, when we take that strip of 4 off to one side, which is what we're basically going to do, that might not work. Let's have a look. No, that works. And I do wonder if it's because of that. Yeah, it's because of that other one. So we'll bring that one back. Okay, now when it comes off to this side, we're going to have an eviscerator here. Bam. So now we've got our 3, and we'll continue that going over there, and it will make 3 of them, and it will be amazing. In fact, that bit's going to be really simple. Let's get that going, because all we need is... 1, 2... and when the 3rd one arrives, off you go. And then we need some welding. Facing downwards. 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 We're doing 2 to 1 now, aren't we? Aha. Okay, okay. Let's remove that. Right, and then it gets stuck on the eviscerator. That makes a lot of sense. Man, this game is endless trial and error, it feels like. So we go that way around this time. Bam. Now we've only taken the 1 off of the end, which is not what I wanted to do. So... oh, maybe... I'll tell you what, the way I'm thinking about this, it might be just a little bit easier to do it like this. So that one comes across. Bam, they've been joined together. And that's when we go and destroy them a little bit more. Okay, so... this is the thing. Eviscerate has to face in a particular way. This thing 1, 2, 3. So we'll put it over here. Spin that around. We will. Oh no, not like that. I want to just make sure that thing goes over the top. Right. So now, when it comes off the end, we can do something to strip it down to a 3x3. Maybe use a laser. In fact, in chat, a suggestion here: you could use a laser on the last block to get both of them. We could do that on this bit over here. Yeah, that's for sure. But then you use sensor and laser. I mean, the eviscerate is smaller there, so I think we'll stick with that. So now what I think we should do is also quite simple: is to put an eviscerator somewhere over here. Except it can't... maybe... not sure if I'm running out of space here. Let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't really picture how that was going to happen in my head, did I? It goes off to this side, but then if we remove the blocks there, that's not going to do its job. Let's have a look at where it finds itself again. Right, if we knock this back by 1 there, and this block becomes the block that pulls it out, where does it move to? Oh right, it nudges it before it gets to do anything. So actually, that's kind of crucial like that. Get welded together, then it gets pulled out. Is it me, or is that eviscerator there doing the job that we want it to? Like, we're trying to design... It's already doing... Look, it's doing 2 jobs at once, basically. Check it out. So, it trims down the front when it comes through there, and then when it goes off to the side, it trims it off that way. Oh, that's lovely. I like that. There you go. 2 stones, 1 bird. Or is it 1 bird, 2 stones? I forget. How do you hit 2 birds with 1 stone? That's what I want to know. Throw it twice? RSTNPC says, so you're given a gun model thingy and you just got to shred and assemble it to be another gun model thingy. Not quite. In terms of the whole game, you get given different challenges every time. The challenge in this game is a deassemble and reassemble, right? Sometimes you get given individual blocks and they all come out of different places and you join them together. But in general, you have to create some sort of thing at the end. Everything has to be joined together and be the same as what they want here, and you've got to deliver it. And the way you do that is by creating a factory that processes all of the blocks. I mean, this is just a genius idea, this game. So we've kind of got like a big part of the first bit there done. Now what we need to do with the one that gets pushed over this side is separate the guns, both of them, but do them like kind of differently. I've got an idea though. Got an idea. When it comes out, right, what kind of state is it in? Because it's dropped some blocks. Oh wait a minute, they're already there from before. Aha, that's a problem. But it might be easily solved because I think we can get away with doing that. See you later. May not look to... Oh wait, it does a little... It did a little wiggle there. Oh, I know why. Because it tries to push it away and it gets sucked back in. Interesting. Okay, so we may need to detect this thing basically earlier on now. So what's the earliest we can push it off at? Oh, we've literally already gone for that. Huh. Oh, I know why now. It's because it detects it later. Right. No, we can move that. Okay, so we can detect it 3 blocks back. We can also just push it out there as well. So, H. No. Ooh, hey, buttons. H, there we go. And piston above. Right, so what we did there was solve a little problem that I didn't notice. Oh, except that now happens. That's fair enough. We'll just chuck in a couple of blocks and fix that. Right, and now, yeah, the other thing over the other side doesn't pick it up. Fair enough. X, have a good joke. I don't have a good joke for you, if that's what you're asking. Don't really have a joke at all at the moment. Right, so now I've got to suss out how to do this next bit. RSTMPC says it kind of reminds me of Human Resource Machine. Really? Because they are two very different games. Resource Machine is like a programming game where you're sort of doing programming in some sense, just within the confines of the game. Okay. So, I think we're going to have to use lasers here. I think lasers is going to be an efficient way to do what we want to do. Yes, lasers looks like a good option. Okay, and the other part that I'm trying to set up here, I'm not sure how it's going to work. So, these lasers are going to be basically 4 wide. So let's put that there. And behind it over here is where we're going to have lasers. Now lasers will shoot and destroy blocks. Let's put them on the lifter. I don't think it's likely we'll need that. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then 1, 2 and 3 like that. Now they're going to shoot when this thing is over here, so we need a sensor. What's the back of this thing look like? We can sense it on top of that one. Yes, we'll stick it there, then we connect it all up with conduits. Cool. Alright, so that's gonna... Let's see if it actually, does what I wanted it to. No, because it detects it coming through too quickly. That's fine. We'll put it over here. Right, now look what's been left behind. And they both fall down, so we can move them somewhere else. Now I wanted to move that thing across a track to go straight over there, but I've since realised that's probably not going to be possible, because this is... Actually no, it should be possible. Here's an idea. What if we put a piston on this side and it pushed it forward? So this thing is 5 blocks forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3... Oh, one more. Okay, and then I think that would need to be a track. Now, can you get over like that? Yes, yes you can. Excellent. So we can bring that to the other area. That's pretty cool. I don't think we can do it with the other one though. And the other one goes at the bottom. So now with all of those blocks, we want to assemble this shape. I love how you suss out like one bit. You're like, okay, we're going to separate. 2 of them go over here to make those bits. 1 go over here. And then each time there's like another sub-step. And you keep just sub-stepping. And there's all these little things that you need to do. It's so cool. It looks like a lot of you are tuning in and just asking like what's going on and what is this game. Villager and MC says, do you like old porches? I don't know. Do you mean like porches from buildings that are old-fashioned? I don't see why not. I think they're pretty cool. I suggest welding the barrels too high to assemble them easier later. The barrels too high. Are we on about these ones? I'm not sure. Anyway, here's my thoughts When we bring these things out, I think we need to start nudging them into position. So let's see how we could go about doing that. We could drop 2 down, and then we'd have another 2 come in. They'd land on top, and then that one could come over. You see, if you look at where this thing's gone, if that one came over here as well, you could drop it straight onto that platform. But that's not how we're going to do it. Let's just see where this ends. I'm going to outline some ideas. Right, it literally stops after the eviscerator, which I believe means we can rotate that and it will still do its job. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Go back there and go back there. Also didn't do its job. Okay, I think I know why. So, somewhere over here is where you need to tell it to go off. Yeah, right there. Oh, that's unfortunate timing. That was actually something I was thinking about earlier, was building a wall behind where the lasers are. And maybe we don't need it in every position straight away, but we need it at that height there. Let's see if that stops the lasers. That was weird. That was like, I wasn't fully looking at it, and the result was very unexpected. Okay, I see what happened. Put another one there. Okay, now let's stop for a second. We had this thing falling down and this thing falling down. All we got to do is bring that over here, drop it in, and then we've got to find a way to weld it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we got to weld it. Do you know how difficult that makes things? Strategy says you'll run into a problem welding the guns on the platform since you can't place the welders in a subtle way. You've literally said it as I've seen the same thing. Amazing. How many of the final product do you need? Just one. The idea is to do 10 because sometimes you can set up factories that produce, like, they produce it once or twice, or maybe even like I've done before, 6 or 7 times, but because it hasn't been set up correctly, some sort of inadequacy somewhere will exaggerate, and then eventually it will get to a point where it starts producing the incorrect thing. So it asks for 10 of you, and the one where I actually had it make 6 or 7, then it would start going wrong, I think was set to go wrong at about like 11 or 12, but we managed to complete it and it accepted that, which I thought was funny. Alright, so let's go back to this bit here, because I think what we're going to have to do is do our little eviscerator bit somewhere else. We're going to have to send this straight off without any of this, so we're going to need another track to bring that thing over. So rather than do all of this, let's just drop it down off the edge and think about what we can do with it. So I think it doesn't need that. I think it only needs to have one every other. Let's have a look. Right, so now we have to queue this up in a way where we connect the gun first and then attach the second bit. That's such a weird way of doing things. Strategy says get the bottom guns with all the extra blocks and destroy the side ones later. Get the bottom guns with all the extra blocks and destroy the side ones later? I'm not sure. I don't really know quite what you meant there. Either way, the way we're doing it now looks like it will ask something interesting of us. So we want to stop one in that position, sort of. I am really not sure how to do this. Let's bring this next thing over so we can visualize it a little bit better. Right, so that is going to land here, and I'm just going to plop the thing down there and say let's go all the way over there. What? Hey! Okay, that was really weird. I think I got a ghost key. Oh. Right, now that's gonna... Oh, it almost lands on it. Right, so we need these things sort of in a position where one of them can be welded to that and then the next one's ready to go. I think we're going to need a counter and push one off to a different position. So let's try and drop that. Oh, I know what to do here. Let's build a platform where one of them ends up on. Now it's 2 blocks, it'll stop there. Then we put a welder here. And then something will detect when the other one's arrived and push it along. Now, what we need up here is a counter to set another one on a different path. So let's go and count 2. That's 2 by default. Except it will count... It will count the blocks, not the entity. Right, and then we'll put that there. So, speed it up. Bam, that's in place, ready to go. That one gets sent somewhere else. That's perfect. Now, I'm just thinking... Yeah, look, it pushes it on a little bit. So the next thing could have a conveyor belt here. This, though, sort of needs to go over the top and drop down the other side. But we can turn it into a one-wide strip here, if we're clever about it. Hey X, I made a video recently and I took cues and ideas from your time lapses to make my own. It came out pretty amazing. That's awesome, buddy. That's the way to do things. Look at how other people achieve stuff and think about it and apply it with your own ideas. That's great. I'm glad you did that and let me know. I got a little thing on my finger, like a little... It's not even like a spot, it's like a little... like tiny lump, and it just appeared today, and I'm like, where's that come from? I don't remember like hitting my hand on anything. Villager and MC says, anyone else still do not understand what he's doing? I think, yeah, probably in this stage of the game, you're going to have to really have played it yourself to get what's going on. But just, I don't know, just take it step by step. We're slowly creating what we need to assemble the final output. So, noise in the ear. We've got a donation here, that rhymed, from Pertus2000, or is it Pertsa? Pertsa2000 says, just have a 50-50 ratio of turrets with the blocks below. It's easier to make and weld and remove extra blocks later. Well, thank you for the donation, buddy. I'm going to read it again quickly. Just have a 50-50 ratio of turrets with the extra blocks below. It's easier to make and weld and remove the extra blocks later. A 50-50 ratio of turrets with blocks below. I'm not sure what you're getting at. I also read your message in chat earlier. Did you get a wisdom knob on your hand? Wisdom knob? Not heard that one before. It could be. It's like a little... like sort almost spot-like, but not a spot. I don't know. Anyway, enough about my finger and my hand. Yeah, I'm really not sure what you're on about, but I'm going to stick with this because I know what to do here. And if it's not the most effective way, I love the challenge and solving everything. So what we need to do next, in fact I don't need to do too much here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's going to get knocked down. And somewhere here we need to like slice some of those blocks off. Let's watch how they go through the machine. I've got an idea of where. Okay, so we don't have a downwards eviscerator. I think we can get away with it with a second eviscerator. And this would go that way and then it would drop down. Oh. I can never seem to hit the right buttons on my keyboard. Right, so it needed to go 1 block further. Okay, now that one, it doesn't drop lower. We could raise all of this up and it could go underneath. But it could go across into a position that this then drops onto. So I think that's a smart idea. Let's raise... There's plenty of space. Let's raise all of this up by 1. Kind of looks like actually I don't need to do that. Just the other bit. So let's do this. Okay, so we've got that bit there. That will attach itself to there. This will go across to this spot, and then something's sort of got to drop down around here. Right, now that is in a different position. Why? What happened there? Am I going mad? Okay, I'm... I am not sure what happened there. That doesn't make too much sense to me, but whatever. Here's what we'll do. We'll just move it all over. That's fine. I don't know what it was that I changed that made it decide to drop off a little bit closer, but that's happened, so... Oh, have I done something silly here? Yes, I have. I've missed something important. It's supposed to be 1 block higher because of that gap, right. So, that was a bit of a numbnuts. Okay, let's go remove all of those. And this does have to be 1 block higher, so almost got it correct. But absolutely failed. Almost, but so far. Okay, these ones go. X, what the donation meant was that you are removing 5 out of the 6 extra blocks under the cannon. It would be a lot easier just to keep 3 out of 6 with 2 extra bottom platform. I still don't get it. I'm just going to stick with this, but you did give me an idea that we could have removed these 2 and left those blocks on and welded them onto the base and then removed it after. But I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing because I'd have to roll back a lot of what we've done and then re-understand it in my head, sort of thing. I think I've messed something up here because I'm not quite sure what's going on. Oh yeah, of course, that goes there. Right, yeah, that slides under. Now it's welded in the correct spot. Now it's going to shift forward by 1 block. So we could have like a conveyor belt there, but it will get in the way of that. So we want this thing to come out by 1 more block, basically. We could put a conveyor belt there. Right? Yeah. Let's put one right there. Wait, what was that thing on that side? That wasn't supposed to be there. That's just something that's, yeah, fallen down and dropped down there. Okay. No, that won't work. So the one place is there. I'll tell you what, though. If we just go... If we go above and drop it into the correct place from there, then below and change, something like that, I think might work. Looks good. Right, almost got it now. I think. Yeah, then something needs to weld the 2 together when it goes past. Now that's going to be tricky as well because of the shape of it. But actually, no, I don't think it is. Let's ooh. Let's see if that does the trick. Bam. Yes, it does, but there's no more room for it to move. Great. I guess what would be even easier is just pushing it that way. But it still needs something to push it into that. Right. Now that, I think, works. Right. That's in place. Bam. Off you go. We've created the bottom bit. So now, our next challenge is to make the group of 5. Oh, this is cool. Replace the block with a welder. Not sure where we're supposed to do that, but it's been done. Just use a redstone comparator. Oh wait, wrong game. Yep, wrong game. Plot weld bug. This is not the place to report that, but item frames drop off as an item if you break the block they're on and walk into it. That's not a that's not even a bug. That's just how Minecraft works, my friend. That's what happens if you do that in vanilla. Villager and MC says, when there are 2 live streams you want to watch, and you have to choose, watch both. Just watch both. Load them both up. Get really confused as 2 people talk at the same time and it annoys you. Right, so how are we going to line up these things into a group of 5? We're going to drop 2 down, and then 2 on top and 1 in the middle. Behind that we're going to have all the welders. And then the one in the middle comes last, so we have a conveyor belt to pull it all out after it's welded. That's my plan, and I think that's going to be kind of easy. Do we still need that one there? Is that important? Ow. I think it is. We'll leave that one alone. and we'll work from behind it. In fact, let's just double check where that block goes. It comes out by 1, so let's say here is where our welders are going to be. We will put them at this height. Okay, so... Or maybe... No, we can't put them a block lower. Actually, we sort of... No, we can't put them a block lower. Actually, we can't even use... No, we can use a conveyor in the middle. Ignore me, I'm saying a lot of things, aren't I? We need a block there and a conveyor here. Then these things are how many blocks long? They're like 5, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to push it out onto that, and then we can send it off down there, yeah? That's how we're going to do that bit. So, now it's about... How do we get these queued up? I've just realised that they need to be like 1 block higher than the welders now, which means the welders are in kind of an awkward place. Extra place where the 1x3 falls into place with a welder. Replace where the 1x3 falls into place with a welder. I think what you're saying is put the welder here on this block, but I mean that does what it does. We don't need to mess with that, do we? You're always saying a lot of things, X. Yes, I'm speaking what my brain is doing. It's looking at things and going, do that, do this. And then I says them. So we can't really lower this down because then they'll be touching the ground. But we would we can move it with a piston. That doesn't really sound too great though, does it? So no, we are going to have to somehow, somewhere here, raise them up, which I never like doing. I don't like the way the lifters work, but we'll give it. We'll give it a shot. We will give it a shot. So we're going to need a lifter. We're going to put one here and one here. We're going to slide that like oh, that was already in the right place. Probably don't need the one in the middle. In fact, probably don't need that one either. So. Right, we need to lift it like that so they drop onto there, because once they're off the lifter they fall down. They'll fall down onto that space. So, oh my god, and we've got to get one in the middle. This is going to be like a real jumble to figure out. I can't help but feel there might have been an easier way to do this. Kildor says X is the only one playing Infinifactory. This game is amazing, and it's one of those games that suffers the cruel fate of being terribly YouTube friendly or stream friendly. Apparently, it's not cool because it's an amazing, beautiful game. I should really send the developer an email and just say, "Hey, your game is absolutely brilliant, and you should know that because it really is." All right, we would also need blocks here and here, so we're basically going to have something like this on this side. Right, and then that's going to slot it through that bit and it's going to fall into place. Now we need the same thing for this, so we're going to just mirror it by, I guess, having a block there and change you. Now the last one, I can't help but feel we're just going to have to push it up and above and on top. And if this machine is now crazy big and you don't like the look of it, then, you know... whatever. Okay, so it's this one here that comes across of this bit that we need to get into the middle. And we can do it after. We can do it after all this other stuff as well. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's put our... We got a noise in my ear. It's RSTN PCE 33 resubscribing for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for the epic support, buddy. I hope you are enjoying today's stream. Do appreciate your support. And of course in chat, check out the Extreme UHC sign up, the Discord app chat, and enjoy the new emoticons that are available for you to use. They are super awesome. Right, now this thing's going to pick it up, provided we do this right. And what we'll do with this one is we don't need to lift it beforehand. We send it through like this. That's not going to interfere with anything. So the length of it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to fit through there perfectly. So when it comes here, it gets lifted up. Something then needs to push it this way. And it'll all need to be one by one. Okay, then up here, we need that, I think. Looks pretty derpy, I know. Let's see if it works. Let's not speed this up, by the way. Let's send it through. Ah! Oh, I'm a dum-dum. Also, those are facing the wrong way. So this is actually quite easily solvable. We just go one block higher. I don't really like how bulky this bit of the solution is, but whatever. Okay, then we remove all of that. Sound good? Let's see what it does. I love that! It picks it up and puts it back down again. Up you go, back down you come. Oh, will it still work though? I don't think it will. Oh, that's weird. That's... oh. Okay, well I want to point out a problem here, which is that to go through... Now this one, like, now that's behind the other ones. So I'm wondering, when it detects, can it push it off to the side? Could it also possibly... Can we make it do something different here and, like, separate that one? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Damn. Okay, so we could possibly... we got can't do a laser. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So I thought we were close. Now we're far away. Zach says, don't you have your own mod pack? I remember seeing it on 18 Launcher. That's true, I do. I do have my own mod pack, Assuminati. The conspiracy of the Assuminati to rule all the mod packs. It wasn't a very good conspiracy because it didn't rule. It didn't take over all of the mod packs. So my plans fail miserably. Lol, I think it's the best when these sorts of machines just go haywire and things fall all over the place. That's not what we're aiming to do, but if it's amusing, then that's a good thing. Alright, so... how do we make that process just a little bit quicker? When we detect, we've got to be able to do sync, because... we've got to be able to do sync. I could put a laser all the way back around here, but that feels really kind of lazy. Lazy laser, get it? Haha. Are you going to be doing any more videos on your mod pack server? In my last video I did say I wouldn't be doing any more on there. Okay, let's just do this the lazy way and put a laser back here. Alright, and let's see what happens. So 1, 2. Now it's going to get pushed over into the middle. Oh, because it's separated. Yeah, well that kind of makes sense. Let's put the that thing down here and remove that. Right, so that falls down there. Now that could be a good thing or a bad thing for us. It kind of looks like a bad thing at the moment, but can we make that work in our favour? Probably not. I'm thinking, can we use a lifter around there, but probably not, considering how that's being run. Oh, I just don't know what to do there. It does for a moment like land on top of the piston. Let's pause it at that moment so we can sort of say, hey, what happens now? Bam. So it's going to land on top of the piston for a second. That's not particularly useful. We could possibly push something out to interact with it, but I don't know what that would be. Oh, we could push a lifter out, and then the lifter could sort of move it across to the middle. Ooh, there's an idea. But I bet you the pulse won't be long enough, which means we'd have to make a pulse extender. That would be a fun challenge. Okay, so rather than me trying to figure out the most efficient way of doing this, which is always fun, we're going to just goof around with this. How do I want to do this? We want the thing to be... yeah, back here. Right, now they're attached. And I think what we'll do is put... no, that we can't do. So something like that. Right, so then it's going to push it out after. Let's just see what happens. It's probably not going to be for anywhere near as long as we need. Out you go. Yeah, you see it went out for a moment. So if we could attach it over here, we could do something a little bit more interesting with it, because we could put another detector on top, which is actually fine. It means we have to move that around. Okay, so then we have another detector up here, and that one's going to attach to this, and then that means that this thing has to go 2 blocks higher. Right. Oh. Well, that's not good, is it? Oh man, I just can't get this right. Hey X, a ghost block generator is allowed on your plot world. I wouldn't do stuff like that because it involves redstone clocks, which can hurt the server, and usually that ends up with someone getting kicked automatically. X, how many hours do you make a 10-minute long video of Infinifactory? You're getting a good idea right now. It takes me like 1 to 2 hours to do a single episode. Okay, oh my god. This is a nightmare. So it was basically a bad idea to put that there, but it's going to extend every time it goes higher up. So we need a more unique event, basically. Let's try and find what the thing that's more unique about that is. Nothing, really. Nothing, because everything else is going to do the same thing in front of it. Oh, why? Why? Backen says, hello, this is my first stream. Welcome to the stream, Backen. Yodan says, put the detector 1 block higher. We could do that, but it wouldn't like, this doesn't get high enough. It goes 1 block higher. It doesn't go 2 blocks higher. So we can't do it with lifting. Now when that block falls down there, I can't see a way to create a separate path for it either. So we could then get it back up on track. Oh dear. Maybe there was like a quicker way I could have done something over here, but I think not. You wouldn't have to mess with all of this if you put the side blocks in from the side. I don't know what the side blocks are. Yeah, there's probably always an easier way, but I don't like backtracking too far, because whenever you put together a solution, you constantly run into little things you've got to figure out, and when you do a big back step, you'll have to go through lots of those little steps again. So I'd rather just try and keep it going in the same direction. What's the clock speed limit on your plot world? I don't know, but don't go around trying to break it, because that's how you get in trouble. Oh man. We just want that one. Oh, I've got an idea-ish. Yeah, I've got an idea. Okay, right. This, I'm not claiming this to be a solution, but it's something that might help us. So we're going to put that there, and a piston next to it. That piston is going to connect to this. Actually, you just need to go there. There, you see what's going to happen? Right. Now that wasn't good enough, but in fact it was pretty lousy, is what it was. Ah, almost. Let's no, I had a little bit of an idea that wouldn't work. Although I do have another idea now, but I don't think it'll work. Oh man, I can't get my head around this one. It sucks. I want to solve it. I want to solve a puzzle. What happens if we add this here? Move that over to here. No, one more back. Right, that thing fell Fell all the way down, didn't it? Actually, I'm not sure if that'll work now. Right, yeah. Nope, it needs to be there. Oh, I'm gutted. I'm getting really stuck now. Why didn't you update Infini? In my version there is a new pack of hard levels. My Infinifactory is all the way up to date. Anyone got suggestions? You could hang a pusher in the middle top. I don't think so. I wonder if we could... You see, it starts to fall when we break that block, so we couldn't have an air block to push it up any further. Hey, that... Wait, that was different. Right, what can we do different when it lands there? Oh, it's just because it's got a track there, really. That's it. Can we salvage that in any way? Probably not. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. How annoying. Right, well, a little too late. I don't see how we can salvage that. X, remove the pusher in the sensor and just put one piece of conveyor at the spawn where the cannon will fall on. At the spawn of where the cannon will fall on. Let's try that. I think I know what you're saying. Which will be, like, literally... Okay, so let's get rid of that. If this thing's propped up some... How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is propped up somewhere else... Actually, no, the pistons... piston can go on top, can't it? No, it can't because... Wait, can it? No, because of the laser, it can't. So piston has to go there. Let's put something there. Right, look at that. That's... That's not very good, is it? But possibly... If this block was one block higher, it'd still serve its purpose. So if the piston could be somewhere else, which it can't really, then maybe it could do a little bit better. Actually, there's room for that to move forward by one block, which means the piston could be... Oh wait, the piston's pushing the bottom bit. The piston can go back one. Okay, right, we're making progress. This piston can go there. Okay, that can go forward. That one can go to this side, and this can be at that height. Ooh, okay, making progress now. Making progress now. So, right, then we want that thing to go up. Oh, and I bet you it won't go up quick enough. It never will. It will never go up quick enough, but we're going to try. So we need to now bring it across like this one has been brought. So that means we're going to have conveyors here. All of this stuff can go. So can that, I do believe. And that, and also that. Right, yes. So we bring it out to this side. We have to convey it. See, it's going to spend so long travelling this way around that I think it's going to fail. But we might still be able to make use of it. So then it needs to go... Let's change that here. And drop down. And the reel says, "You're welcome, X." Thank you. Yeah, thank you, by the way. I mean, nice. Nice one. There was... Oh, okay. Yeah. We're just going to have to prop it up like that. Right, free you go. And the next one stops. What happened there? You now stop here. That's because it's wedged under the back. Right, which means that needs to be one block higher. Of course it has to be one block higher. Oh, which means this has got to be one block higher. Which means it's going to be even slower. This is definitely inefficient. We need to relook at this. Right. And that's as high as I go. Unless I get a pay rise. Where's Where's my pay rise? I'm not doing anything else until I get pushed further along. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Working conditions aren't good. I get it. So that will then go to this height, which means, oh look, we need another lifter. And another lifter, and another lifter. Okay, I'm gonna have to reevaluate this big time because this is just horribly inefficient, and it looks like it might not work now. Right, off to the side, across, up. The other one's going to overtake it, and it doesn't even work. Right, so I think we're going to have to look at doing this differently. Let's get rid of that. Let's try and make it a little bit more streamlined. We're going to get rid of all of this. And rather than going the slow way about it, let's go up to a height where we can get dropped across the middle. I don't even know. X, why do you want to get a house? Why not a really good apartment or condo? Because it's just where I live. If you buy something like that, it will basically depreciate in value compared to a house. That might sound strange. I'm guessing there's a likelihood you're a young person. If you're a young person, you know, money might just mean, I don't know, something to you, but the value of money becomes more apparent as you get older. So something like buying a house isn't just about having your own place, it's also an investment because the value of the house will change over time. So you have to pick the right sort of house for you or home based on, you know, the area you're in. So if you go and get like a flat, you're not going to increase the value of that flat over time. In fact, where I live, flats are a poor investment. A house is a better investment. So it means 5-10 years later on, you want to move somewhere else, you want to do something else with your life. You want to move, like sell the house. The house's value isn't what you brought it at. It's going to be different. There's going to be inflation to consider. You know how, like, if you're the economics of the area you live in changes, like it goes into a depression or a bit of a slum in that area, it can affect the housing pricing. So things like that need to be considered. That's why I really should get a house, and if I get anything else, I might fall into a bit of a trap, basically. So yeah, that was me going on a bit of a tangent. I feel like I'm getting it off my chest because all of that stuff is like really annoying and stressful to deal with. It's just like, oh, why can't we just have a system that looks after people rather than putting through these like hurdles of just hurdles of chance and misfortune. Anyway. RSTMPCE says, well, I'm 20. I figured you really want a quiet place of your own, but yeah, if you want to be careful, I understand. Cool. Alright. Red Bull Paul says, houses are not an investment, they are a money pit. A study showed you would have a better off renting. A study showed you would have been better off renting over the last 25 years. That, I've got to say, sounds like absolute BS, to be honest, because they are an investment because the price goes up higher than inflation, and I have a discussion about my parents and all sorts of people about it. People who bought houses 25 years ago got them for several £1,000s, you know, and now they're worth what, like $500,000 or something. That's absolute nonsense. I mean, maybe that's based on where you live, but where I live in England especially, if you bought a house 25-30 years ago, it'll be worth double its value now, basically. Maybe not, you know, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they definitely have rocketed in value. Yeah, and renting is very bad because it doesn't allow you to save. You have no rights to ownership of the property. Your money disappears into, you know, this building that you don't even own. When you own something, you don't pay a monthly fee. It's a lot more comfortable. Jam Ramos says, yeah, when my parents divorced and had to get a new house is right when there was a dip in the house price, and now they're quite annoyed as they seem to be rising for everyone but them. Yeah, the time that you buy it at can be really bad. Like, considering how houses rise faster than I can save where I live, and I'm hoping there'll be a bit of a dip coming, but I might end up buying something and the dip happening after. So after I've put my money into it, that money becomes worth less. It's such a headache. It's a horrible system, and it benefits few, and for the most of us we end up just losing money one way or another. So Fox says it's better to live in a flat. Well, it might be better to live in a flat if that's what you want to and that's what your circumstance can take, but there's no way you can say renting is better than owning. It's complete nonsense, that. Oh, I'm really stuck on this level, by the way. It's that last one. How can we do that different? How can we be a bit smarter there? How can we... I'm just wondering if we could move... Nah, this isn't... Oh, I'm going to have to step all the way back. Oh well. Let's read the chat. Let's talk about this. Why not? Whether or not your home value goes up or down, it's largely based on how you take care of it. If you never do anything to it, it'll go down. If you take care of it, it will keep up. Recessions notwithstanding. That's true, but that's not the only factor. Pricing in your area, job availability, public services, etc. But yes, very much so, a big factor will be how you look after it. Like, a lot of people build extensions on their houses in some of the terraced areas where I live, and there's some streets that you go down and everyone has built an extension, and there's others where half the people have. And what it is that people are locked into where they're living, but it's almost like a wise investment to build an extension on your house because it increases the property value. And if you're going to be living there for 10 years, you build the extension, and then when you move out, it's like the money you put into the extension is worth more when you sell it on. And it's interesting because of the economic climate of where I live has made that happen. It's such a weird thing. It seems so crazy in my mind that housing could be run by such a... Like, it's not dictated like who needs a house, how many people are homeless. It's dictated by weird stuff like, because there's job availability in the area over this period of time, there's more money, and then it went into housing. People, were earning enough to go, okay, by saving money in the bank, we'll also put it into the house and build an extension. It's so... Stuff's really weird. Are you British, says Data Plays. Yes, I'm from England. So a lot of what I'm referring to here comes from how things work in England as well. Matthias says, what are we doing / solving? I'm not sure if I'm going to get this done, really. I feel like this just comes across way too slow, doesn't it, for my little idea on how to assemble them. Maybe we could push it back onto the same track. Like, what if we went... Okay, go across. Now, what if we snuck it back onto this track here? So, we're dropping in 2, but let's say when this one arrives for the first time, it pushes it across, or for the second time, would it be? Let's try that. We've got to try something different. They're coming through. We're going to sense from the side. We're going to use the sense. That's what I'm calling it now. It's called the sense, not the counter. Might be wrong, but from what you're saying, it sounds like you might live in East Anglia, which is where I'm from, and many of my family have all felt your struggle. Jam Ramo, at the moment, it's not just East Anglia, it's pretty much everywhere except up north. Up north, like, housing is cheap, but there's no jobs. That's why the houses are cheap. But it's the ripple effect from London. It's really weird how society is set up like this, because it's all done on inefficiency. Like, if you live, let's say, outside of London, the chances are you'll work in the next town over because of the job availability and type there, the distance from London. There's like a wealth ripple that goes out from it. So if you go to work, if you live where I live, you might work in the next town over because you can't afford to live there, but you work there, so you live in the next town out. And then people who work in your town live in the next one out because of the ripple effect of the value of housing and stuff. It is a terrible system. It really is. Anyway, we could push that over, but then we'd have to do something different here. Oh man, I don't like this. I don't like this. Got to think of something different. X, move the eviscerators. Well, the eviscerators are doing an extremely important job, so we can't move them. Negative Panda says, I live 25 miles from London. I could sell my 2-bed house here, but a 4-bed detached house in, say, Peterborough or somewhere like that. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Then if you went out to, like, Newcastle, you could probably buy a 6-bedroom house or maybe a small mansion. Which is an interesting idea. I don't want to move from where I live. Like, everything I know is sort of here and works for me. But like, you could just go live in Newcastle and buy yourself a massive house, but then you'd be all the way up north, and I go to London a lot, which I really like to do, so I don't want to move away too far from London. Anyway, we could talk about this all day. So we're going to push this off to the side, and then it's got to go up and back onto that. I'm already like sick of this puzzle. Didn't take long, and I get frustrated with it. So best way is kind of to move it back, I think, but also across. So if we put this here, no, that's actually terrible. That's the definition of terrible. If we put you there, the drop-off point is, oh no, 1 block higher. Oh, actually, this might be a little bit easier than I thought. Okay. So then the drop-off point is here. Right, and as soon as it's on there, we go back and across. Let's see what happens. Up, across, down. Blocked! We got blocked! I hate it. It does. At least it sort of comes into play a little bit later. Maybe we could make that work in our favour. Maybe we could still get it to go all the way across, like we were originally going to do. I think we can make it do that. X, let the last cannon come around the corner and let it push the top left into the middle when you're done, says the real 01. Yeah, you think... Okay, so let's say we push it in... Yeah, no, you're right. That works. I thought for a second there it might not. Did I just remove something important? No, I didn't. Okay, so rather than that, we're going to go... We're going to go do what the real... You've helped me out a couple of times here. Are you an expert Infinifactory? That's a word I just made up. Let's do that. Oh wait, that's not going to work. Oh, let's also check that that works. Up you go, all the way across, and it needed to be 1 block lower. Okay, which means it can all run a little bit faster, I think. Because this will be lower, that will give us a little bit more flexibility. X, what are you trying to do? Says Ducks in Minecraft. We are trying to create this thing that needs assembling. I'm going to have to explain it again for all the people tuning in, I guess. But let's just... We want to see what happens here first. Is that the right place for it to come in? I think it is. Hey, where is it? Oh, it's so close. Hey, no. What happened there? Why didn't you turn in? I think the one that turns it in has actually got to be further down. Also, we could probably save on some of this block score here. Can we... No, can we like crouch? There we go. Okay, let's try that. Ooh. Ha. So, too early. Or was it, actually? I think that needs an extra one there. We're still going to push it in the same gap. Yeah. So... And we try again. Now, why doesn't it move in? Because it's already welded. Yikes. It's already welded. Can we count? Can we count it? I mean, if we we count the one falling in and push it across, it moves away before the next one arrives. If we don't weld it here, then where do we weld it? Oh man. Oh. Oh, poor me. Actually, I just had a half an idea. Can that be useful in any way? Probably not. Oh, let's oh, hi. What happened there? We need that back. Let's put a block there. Let's see where these things line up and then think about it. So, how much space do we have here? What can we do with that? Where else can we weld it? Awesome Math says, what does this stand for? That stands for butchering a name, Awesome Math. I don't think I butchered yours, but I could call you Awesome. I can't even like deliberately butcher it, but I could perhaps call you Awesome Math. That still sounds like Awesome Math. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Mikhail says, hi, just arrived. Welcome, Mikhail. Mikhail, please tell me how we do this. I don't know what to do. A moving welder, yes, that does sound like a thing we should try, doesn't it? But where would it move from? It could move from somewhere. If we move it from here, that's not really going to help our situation with this thing. Anyway, that thing can get pushed across. So when the next one comes in, we need to weld it here. But it's not going to get moved out. I don't even know. I don't see the solution. Actually, no. No. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea, Asuma. Let's find out if that will work or not. So we do this, but when the second one falls, we push it. So we're going to have a block, a counter. Right. You will sense twice, and a piston. Ugh. There we go. Right, so second one that falls down goes into the middle. This means that until the next one arrives, nothing's going to happen. So it's over here that we create... comes across at that height. Something here. Oh, please work. No, of course that wouldn't work. Why? Why can I not figure these things out? Oh, that's just smelly. Let's say it was here and we moved it with a block somehow. We did some voodoo magic to move it across. God, this has taken us forever. And this ain't it. It ain't over yet. Right, so now we need the next one to come into place. And it does just in time. But when that arrives from over here, can we do something amazing? Let's sense it. Oh no, we can sense it on the next one. So we sense you, and this thing needs a pusher attached to it. Right, and it needs to be in that position. Actually, does it work when it's attached like that? Let's find out. Oh, finally! Thank goodness! Thank goodness for that. It's done. It's done, peeps. That's it. Now we're going to find out that there's some other horrendously difficult challenge to solve. Bam! That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant that it catched it on the way down. What are the odds? Oh, let's put in a wall. Let's do that again. Oh, amazing. Did you see the new Vsauce Video X, says Firefox? Not yet. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that. I do like some Vsauce. Okay, can we attach those things there? Oh, that's... Yeah, no, that's going to be in the right position. Yeah, we can. So we can bring it closer to this. So that thing now needs to go forward a couple of blocks, as does this. And if this isn't the most efficient thing you've ever seen, don't even worry about it. We're just doing it step by step. Right, one more block further forwards. Now we have to also weld that together, but I don't think that's going to be difficult. I think that's going to be alright. Because I got an idea on how to weld it. Okay, correct place, bam. Pause it. Now, we'll figure this out. This isn't difficult anymore. Except, has it... Don't tell me that needs to be like rotated differently. No, it doesn't. I almost got angry in my head for a second there because I thought that looked different, that bit. Looks like you're the expert, Suma, not me, but glad I could help out, says the real O1. No, you clearly know what you're doing with this game. I'm just derping around here. Right, so we're doing 3 blocks at this height, and that's where our welders go. So 1 and 2, and then you face... Oh no, they don't face up. Doesn't matter. I think we can do it from the same spot over here. We could weld the middle with one to the side, and when it lands, we could also bring it out from that side. I think that if it's in the correct position will work. Bam. Excellent, we done it. That thing just now needs to go to the end. Thank goodness, people. This has taken me too long. And it's been a headache. And now it's not going to work. We're going to find out that, oh no, you did something wrong. That's how it always goes. Let's see where that gets to. X, you've been on this puzzle for 80 minutes now. Yes, it really takes that long to do these ones. It really does. Okay, so we want it to stop here, and then that's when it goes that way in. Right, good, good. Yes! This might be it, peeps. This might be it. No! No! Oh, no! Please, give me a break. Give me a break, you horrible game. I love it, really. It's an amazing game. I never really said that. Let's have a look. Where does it go wrong? I think it might be that counter, you know. 1, actually, then 2. Oh! Wait, no, so something went wrong back here. 1, 2. That one. 1, 2. Right. That did not count the second bit correctly, did it? Why did you not count correctly? You are... 1, 2. Off you go. Right. Oh! Woo! Okay. Ah! The punishment is real. That's what's causing all the problems. How do we solve that? Boop, boop. We could put something on top. Let's count and see how much counting we can do on top. Do the thing where you reset. Okay. Sorry, by the way, if I got a bit loud for anyone in their headphones. That I might have peaked a fair bit there, which I apologise for. Let's send this all the way up like that, and I don't think this is going to count the way we want it to. Yeah, I mean... Oh, what do we even do here? Now you activate, right. Where's our good friend, Real01? Help us out, man. What's the answer? I know you know. Jacko Dragon says X noises are amazing. X noises, brilliant. Things I say. Right, oh my god, that sucks. Or maybe does it? What if we... Can we accommodate for that? No, because it pushes when it detects it come through, and then you got like a one after. Now you can't pre-have the one after, so... to that, basically. Oh no, not there. Actually, that's needed. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, Z. Z undoes. Bam. Z undoes. Save the day. Okay. The Real01 says thinking over here. Pull your finger out. No, I'm joking. It's cool. Ah, in your own time, my man. You'll probably get it before me. Let's have a look. Right, so... I mean, can we override it? Probably not. Swifty says move it 2 blocks to the left. Its position is going to be irrelevant in that front because what happens is this gets destroyed and that falls down, so it gets detected again. I don't think we can avoid that from happening. Unless the thing that activates it pulls that over the top of itself. Like, what if we had... And this might make the whole thing a little bit quicker. What if we had something here, right? Now, when it sets that off, it also sets off... Let's attach some things here. It also sets off this to bring it back. This might just work. And also you'd need to go there. 2. Okay, wait, what happened there? Did it fall before it activated? Right, it'll be the next one. That's... Oh, that's facing the wrong way. Aha! Yes! 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 I like it. Okay, this changes everything. Sorry again for loud noises in your ears. Let's go put that there and that there. No, not that one, that one. Come on, come on. Yeah! No! Boo! Get out of here. Right, I think that will actually just land on the next bit over. Nice, nice. We don't even need this anymore. Get out of here, you smelly blocks. Right. Bam! Yes! Yes! Come on! Everyone watching, fingers crossed right now. If you're not crossing your fingers, what are you doing? Yes, we've done it! Sweet! This is a great feeling. I love it. I love this game. When you solve a puzzle, you're like, yes! I have defeated you. You have been beaten. By me, I make factory, I make machine. Sweet! Oh man, this is cool. And bam, there it is. There it is. Cycle score, 413. Now, footprint and block are behind the curve on that one. I'm not surprised to see such a slope here, because this one really looked like a tough one, and it seems like other people have experienced that perhaps. No, I don't want to play again. Get me out of here. I've had enough of that. Right, let's see what we unlocked. Nothing? Is there not another one down here after all of that? Do I have to do that?
We now have all the parts needed to finish the shipyard.
Well, that's good.
With the completion of that, we will be able to begin construction of our fleet, and hopefully a functional skip drive that will allow us to return to our home planets and continue our mission to defeat the Overlords.
Yes, let's defeat those Overlords by making factories. No problem. Happy to do it. My pleasure. Give me the next area. Ticked. Yes, the homeward fleet. We've unlocked it. Mission briefing. No new block. I thought we'd see a new block. Let's listen.
Now that we have everything in place, it is time to construct the ships that will comprise the homeward fleet. As our most talented engineer,
absolutely.
You will be building the factory to construct the ship's major systems and components with the aid of Ortis's new tools. Other engineers will combine these components to complete the ships.
Sounds good.
Soon, it will be time to go home and rally our forces, and we will all know freedom.
I hope we do. I hope we all get to know about that freedom. Give me some of that freedom pie. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, love these puzzles. Cannot wait to play them. I'm getting excited before they're even here. And then 2 after that, 1 after the other. Absolutely amazing. There we go, we did it. We solved the puzzle, we've unlocked the next area. I'll be continuing this on YouTube, of course. And that's going to be it from me this stream, but don't go anywhere. Just want to say thank you to everyone who donated and subscribed this stream. Thanks for all of you for your help in chat. Hope you have a good time. We're now going to go and raid Cube Hamster, who I do believe is doing something technical and amazing with redstone. So if you've enjoyed this kind of stream, we're going to go raid him, and there'll be more cool technical stuff for you to enjoy. Anyway, that's it from me, so look out for the link to his channel in chat, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.